Welcome. Glad to see you all. Today is Sunday, March 16th, and tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. This month is flying again. Can you believe it? It is just crazy how much the days just fly among one another. So what we're doing today is I showed you some favorites yesterday from the old catalog, new stamps that were introduced in the old catalog. And so we thought we would put it out to you guys to vote. And I only had one vote, but she's a faithful watcher, so I was glad to see her vote. We decided that we are going to go over Thoughtful Wishes. It is a great set. In just a second, I'm just trying to see if I'm actually live here. I was going to record this, but then I thought I might as well just do it live and save. Not that I edit, because I don't edit anything. And here I'm gonna have to. Let's see. I don't edit my videos, but I do like to actually kind of review them, make sure that my sound's okay, make sure that everything looks good that way. So it looks like we are streaming, but I can never remember how to get back up so I can see comments, because I don't go live very often. If you guys have watched me for a while, you know that I don't go live very often just because. So I am live. It shows I'm live. When I click on though, let's see. All right. I think I click here. No, I don't. All right. You know what? I'm not going to be able to see your comments, I'm pretty sure. But we know we're live, so let's just go ahead and go on with what we're doing here. So this is Thoughtful Wishes. It is a 10-piece stamp set. It is a 11-piece die set. And I kind of redid mine so that I could get them all into the case. Because you know me, I like having them in the case. It's just something that kind of makes my life a little bit easier. I know some people actually go opposite that, and that's fine, but I like to actually have all my stuff together if I can. So we decided we were going to go with this. Now I'm going to show you first, because usually I go backwards. Usually I will show you the sorry, I'm just looking at something really quick. I don't know why it's not letting me watch this. Anyway, usually we'll put the card together and then I'll show you my examples, but I'm going to show you my examples first, just because why not do things differently? Now tomorrow the retired list will come out for demonstrators, so we can go ahead and order if we want to from that. So it's kind of interesting to watch. I'm sorry, to look at, and I will try to get things together enough that you will see. Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying now, guys. Sorry. I'm not even going to worry about comments. So if you're commenting, I'm sorry. I'll come back and answer it later. Because like I said, and I'm doing this through my ManyCam app. So I don't know if that is interfering with how I watch it. All right, anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go straight in here. So here's this. I took that one stamp, the tall flowers, and I stamped it off. I stamped in the middle and stamped it off once, inked it up again, then stamped it off again, and did not color the inside. Splattered with the blends, and then added, those are just the basic rhinestones. I had two different ones I had open. Here, I'll show you. I had two different ones open. There's your rhinestone, the basic rhinestones. There's the order number if you feel like ordering it. I had a couple of them open, so I had this one open, and then I had one that was just open with just the big ones on there. So I wanted to put those on just so I didn't have two open at the same time. So there's that one. Use that new die from the online exclusives, Textured Notes. So went ahead and did that. Put that off to the side. Then this, I was focusing more on just the die cuts on this one. So those are using the die cuts. Did a little tone on tone stamping with that background stamp. Went in and did just a few, those are third generation stamping on the pecan pie. Just add a little texture there. Now, I also, this is from the inside of this layer. You know me, when I layer things up, I usually like cutting out from that layer. So your card's less bulky, but then again, you have another piece then to use for another card. Okay, here's what we're going to do on this card. You know I like my four corners, right? Well, this is going to be four corners, but we're going to do it with die cuts, which we haven't done too often because it is kind of, it's a hit or miss type thing, because if you're not getting enough glue down on it, it doesn't really work the greatest. So these, I was going to do 3 3/4 by 5. That's one of the popular layers. So here we have right here, 3 3/4 by 5. Let me put that back under there. So that means that if I'm doubling it to do the 4 square, I'm going to do 10 this way. And 3 3/4 doubled is going to be 7 1/2. And if you're not sure if that's right or not, just take that strip and see. Oh yes, see, that's right. So 7 1/2, 3 3/4 doubled. All right, so here is going to be my layer. I've already cut out a bunch of die cuts for you because I didn't think you'd want to watch me doing the die cuts. And I'm going to grab the coordinating DSP, which I still have a lot of because I'm afraid to use it. So I kind of use that color scheme from the DSP. See that? And if I wanted to, I could, and maybe I'll use this one because those kind of have the same colors there. If I'm going to cut out some extra leaves to fill in, I'll use the Designer Series paper. So what I'm going to need here is I'm going to get out my silicone mat. In fact, I'm going to get out both of them. Because usually we're stamping on this. Well, we're going to be gluing on this. Now, if you've been on the internet lately, I'm going to do it on the sides that don't have any glue. I'm sure you see the trick where you take a silicone brush with these die cuts. So what you're going to do is I'm going to actually grab, let's see, I'm going to grab out this one because I don't want to bring out my snowflake one because I want to be hopeful that we are going to get to some warmer weather here. And I'm going to put the glue over here just so it's way out of the way. And I'm going to start with this die cut. This is what I was telling you about. A lot of people are doing this on the internet. So if you're on watching a lot of different, I wanted to grab a tweezer. If you're on the internet, on YouTube, watching a lot of different videos, you've seen this, where we're not moving this, but we're getting like little glue dots put all the way in it. And I'm going to kind of do this more like that. I did get a little glue on there. We're not going to worry about that for right now. And then let's see. Let's grab one of these green ones here. You want to try to not get in the same area. Oops, and I moved it, so I will have some glue on that, unfortunately. Because you want to kind of try to, and I'm going to put the ones that have the glue on them off page. Flip this up so that doesn't get on there. What was I saying? Oh, you want to not have it in an area where you already have glue, because that's more likely than to get on your die cut. Let me see if I can bring this up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it just puts little circles of glue on there. I think I'm going to do another light pink one over on this side. Now what happens here is if you have glue on one side, and this is why my paper is ripped, you can always flip it over. And let's get a little more. Hold on, let me get my tweezers out. Sometimes if you're holding it with the tweezers, it seems like you don't get as much movement. Let's go like that. We're going to kind of go right over the top there. All right, and so we might have a little bit of glue on there, but like I said, I'm not too worried about that right now. We know that there's not any glue up that way, so I'm just going to put, I thought I was going to put some of these on there, but I don't know if I will. Maybe I'll come from the middle, because you know that middle is going to look kind of weird anyway. And if you want, let me take snips. Maybe I'll go like this. Maybe I'll snip that right there. And let's see. And you can also do this on your glass mat. You'll just need to remember to wash off your glass mat. Kind of like that. Like I said, it's going to be a little busy there in the middle. Let's grab one of these green ones. Let's do one of these. All right, here we need another green. You can see we have those two together. So let's go ahead and grab this one. And this is what you have to be careful with. And I'm going to be probably going off the screen a little bit here. I'm going to rip it right there. And one last one. So here we're going to need one of those darker ones. So I think I want to use, since I already used the darker flower there, I think I'll use this leafy one here. And I don't think that's going to look too bad. Let's see. Here's a place I don't have glue. All right. So I'm going to set and let that dry. Now this, since it's silicone, I let it dry and then I just rub it on a baby wipe. And then I usually take the tweezers and just go in here, because you'll get like a little web. It looks like honeycomb of dried glue. So I'm just going to let this dry for just a second here. In fact, let me go ahead and put some blocks on there over some of those areas, just to let it dry. All right, so a lot of you know that I do this 4 square technique when I am actually stamping, and it's a quick way to make 4 card bases all at once. So it's kind of a quick way to get quite a few cards down all at once. So not a bad situation in my opinion. Oops, sorry, did you hear that? That was bad. Sorry. Just looking over here, still can't figure out why I can't see. Is it because I went like that? I don't know. I don't know. Because it acts like it wants me to actually yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I thought it would just come up as a video, but obviously it's not. All right. Again, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go back here. This should have enough time to dry now. Now, when we do this, we're going to cut it. Now, there are some little edges off there, right? So we're going to snip those off first with our snips. Where did I set mine down at? Did I actually come back? No. Oh, here they are. I'm going to go ahead and snip that off the end. For the most part, you're going to have most of your glue dry and not showing up on the top part of your card. But if you do, all you need to do is take just a rubber eraser and get off that extra glue. All right, so now I would recommend, even though you have your paper cutter, I would recommend a guillotine cutter for this, just because, and I'm going to put these off to the side here to dry. Put them on my mini glass mat over here. And I have some glue there. Let me see if I can get a baby wipe and get some of that up there, because you know that'll be exactly where I put everything. All right, there you go. All right, but I recommend a guillotine cutter. So I'm going to go over to my big guillotine cutter. This is right over here, and I'm just going to cut this into our 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so let me run over here. We're going at 5. And then 3 3/4. Yeah, like I said, you probably could use your Stampin' Trimmer, but I don't, just because you could get caught on some edges. All right, so here we have, I'll put it back how it was so you can see how we cut it. Just a little bit of glue there. So this is how it was that we just did. All right, so let's grab some card bases and let's grab some black cardstock, because you know me, I pretty much probably got it from watching so many Gina K videos, but I like now doing just a layer of black to frame that. So here's 3 3/4. We're going to go 1/8 of an inch. Oops, no, we're going to do this first. So we're going to go 5 and we're going to go 1/8 over. So there's 5 1/8 right there. We're going to go 5 1/8 right here. And I'm getting better getting adjusted to my contacts here, but when I was sitting down to color this, it went wild again. So my long range vision clearly is adapting to the new contacts, but my short range is still giving me some troubles. So here's 3 3/4. We're going 1/8 over that. And then do the same over here. 3 3/4. Go 1/8 over that 3 3/4 mark. So here you see we're at 3 3/4. Then we're just going 1/8 over. I think we're done with the trimmer for now. We'll see. And let's see which one we actually want to do this with. So see how that's going to be like that. You know, let's just go ahead and put these all down. I guess this way we'll find out if we have any glue spots on it. So let's go ahead and all right. Let's get that 3 3/4 on there. Let's do this one. Over here. Oh yeah, see there's a little bit of glue there, so I'll just go over that with my little rubber eraser after a bit. And the last one. Now I have plenty of die cuts still. Ooh, that didn't go very good. Oh, I'm at the end. All right. Let's see, do I have another one ready to go? Let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this to work. So we had one successful run on that. These are, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Silly Roxy. Remember I went and bought all new ones because I thought, well, maybe I did have them too close before I rearranged my room. So these are all new ones. So hopefully they're working all right. All right. Let's come over here. All right. So there we have, and you can go up or down, whichever way you want. I think I'm going to do this one here. I like how that one looks. So I do have some glue over here, so I will be changing this out. Let me grab my rubber eraser right now. We used to sell these Stampin' Up, but they don't anymore. But any craft show, or craft store has them. And I'll probably be changing out this background anyway because it's ripped and all that good stuff. All right, so let's do this one. Now, when we were voting, I said that this is one of my favorites. I go to this stamp set over and over again, and I told you that I probably wasn't going to do this one. If I had done a third of my favorites without you guys voting, I would have definitely done this one because I go to it all the time. But it's kind of hard to do a video on just words. All right, so let's just go ahead. Let's do birthday wishes. Let's get this a little bit lined up. Ooh, it looks like I used it, so let me clean it. Or maybe it's just stained because I used StazOn with it. I think I made a couple domino type cards with this, so I use the StazOn, and that kind of stays on. All right, let's grab Petunia Pop. And I'm being really brave, going straight on it. There we are. Gorgeous. And then let's go ahead and grab, I think I want to, I wish I could see, I could have you guys vote. Which one of these do I have open? This one. Because I'm not sure, do I want to do the adhesive back pearls or do the antique pearls? I'm thinking since these have a little bit of that green purplish look to them that I'll use these. And let me see if I have another one. I use these a lot too. See, look how many I have open. Crazy. And then I have some that are still not open. Yeah, I know. I have way too many embellishments in my life. All right, so let's do these. Let's grab this. I'm going to put one right there. I don't think I want to use any of these larger ones. I think I want to stay kind of small. And let's put this on a card base. Let's see. Let me grab, I thought I had a Petunia Pop base already cut, but I don't. So let's go ahead and cut that. So 5.5 by 8.5, scoring at 4 1/4. Make sure it lines up there, that we're all even. And where did I put my bone folder? Let's see. All right, I might have to get out another one. I don't have my favorite one. It's here somewhere in the mess. So let me get out a different one. So we're making sure that we're right at that halfway mark. And since I was kind of a goofball and didn't do my layers before here, I am going to just go ahead and go in a little bit here. Hopefully it works out okay because this is much smaller. And I got that glue kind of close. Yep, looks good. And there you have it, guys. There's your card with birthday wishes. And remember, we still have 4 more we can use. Look at that. Oh, kind of like it like that too. Here's the other 2 cards we made, or I made and showed to you. And that's about it, guys. That's it. Tomorrow, like I said, I will be able to get a PDF of the new catalog as well as getting the retired list. So I will go ahead at that point and change my shelf over there, and I'll know what's being discontinued, and that'll probably be the videos I do the next week, either on a Saturday or a Sunday. So thanks so much. Thanks, Bunny Leader, for voting for thoughtful wishes. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Be safe out there. Bye for now.